Hey everyone, today is June 19th, 2025. Modern Halo has just gotten so unbearable as of late. I realized I'd much rather put on my Master Chief suit, slip on my blue Vans, and get my ass whooped by a bunch of 6-year-olds instead of spending another moment in that stale hell. Alright, well, that is half the truth. I was informed that Fortnite had put Master Chief in the shop. I have one of the worst friends imaginable doing their best to piss me off with this kind of information. This guy would not leave me alone. He would not cease his attempts to get me to play Fortnite, and eventually I gave in. I've only ever put like a total of 2 hours into Fortnite in my entire life, but that all changed when I installed the game 4 to 5 weeks ago, and for some godforsaken reason, I haven't uninstalled the game yet, and that kind of depresses me. One of the things that kind of pissed me off immediately was finding out how much Master Chief cost in Fortnite. For a mere $12, I bought a 1-month subscription to Fortnite Crew. They give 1,000 V-Bucks every month along with access to all the current live battle passes. You get your first dose of 1,000 V-Bucks immediately when you subscribe. And then I played for like a day. I got more V-Bucks from the battle pass. I was able to get Master Chief, and I was genuinely just kind of happy about that. And then I found myself playing some more, and playing some more, and playing some more. Eventually, I unlocked the entire Star Wars Battle Pass. New season came around and I eventually got enough V-Bucks to get my kicks that you see me rocking. I was actually having fun unlocking stuff. Something I haven't felt in a while. Now, yes, the time frame was pretty weird for me to get all these things, and I still dislike this FOMO BS these games implement in their monetization schemes. But to bring this all back, the reason I was pissed off, if you compare it to a different game, where there are 2 versions of Master Chief that cost between $20 to $25, funny, as I speak, there is a sale going on for them, but we'll stick to the original price for now. You cannot earn these in any other way besides coughing up the money to get them. I mean, it's sort of the same deal in Fortnite, but there's a difference. In Fortnite, he was like $18 if you try to buy him outright, since the pricing for V-Bucks is a bit strange, or $12 if you use the method I did. Oh, and just to clarify, he's not available right now, so do not try and do this today. But you know what's even funnier? I was able to just simply buy the Master Chief skin and nothing else in the bundle. What an insane concept, being able to choose and buy an individual item as opposed to the entire bundle. I wonder what kind of game doesn't allow you to do that. Imagine Master Chief being more expensive to play as in his own universe, in his own modern game, while he's much cheaper in Fortnite.
That's the neat thing. You don't.
And as I kept playing the game, I started to notice how better the battle passes were. The battle pass is tied to your level, or /and how many things you unlocked. So you don't have to unlock everything from start to finish. There's room for you to pick and choose the shit you care about. Before the next page of cosmetics is open to you, it's actually kind of refreshing to have some level of control. I'm only level 23 with the current season, and I can almost access half of the pages in the battle pass. If you compare this to a battle pass in Halo Infinite, even when it had seasonal battle passes, Fortnite's system just feels way better, man. It's far less bloaty, while Halo Infinite feels like a slog to get through, and it's only gotten worse over time. I mean, for goodness sake, Halo Infinite doesn't have credits in their battle passes anymore. Listen, I know Halo Infinite has Spartan points now. It's a different currency you use to get cosmetics in the exchange section of their in-game shop, but maybe like 5% of those cosmetics are new, while the rest are tied to event battle passes that happened years if not months ago. While it's appreciated in some ways, like being able to get cosmetics you couldn't get if you weren't around at the time of those events, the shit in there is mostly recycled cosmetics, and Spartan points cannot be used to buy shop cosmetics, which is unfortunate when shop cosmetics make up the majority of the cosmetic ecosystem, and they are typically the ones you want since they look better than than the ones you get for free. Plus, they made Spartan points a buyable currency anyway. I don't know why 343 didn't just keep credits in their battle pass. That's what Fortnite does. And 343 was likely inspired to go free to play because of games like Fortnite. It's why I don't think I'm in the wrong to compare the two games, despite them being different genres. They are quite similar in many ways when you think about it. And I should clarify one more thing, because when I say these things, I realize that sounds like I'm advocating for Fortnite's monetization system, and the solution is just so obvious. Halo should obviously try to copy Fortnite even more. No, motherfucker, absolutely not. I despise these kinds of systems. I despise games like Fortnite, but I also despise greedy companies trying to follow this trend. I cannot put the entire blame on Fortnite. That would be unfair. Stop trying to compete against Fortnite. Halo needs to go back to its roots. If you can't do that, then the least you can do is be less insulting with your cosmetics, adding stupid things like cat ears and Wendigo's dumb looking ass. Halo isn't meant to be ridiculous. At least around the time of Halo Reach, it's always had a more grounded cosmetic design. Yes, we had effects like confetti or hearts you could have enabled for fun, but it still felt pretty tame. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of the cosmetics in Halo Infinite just take me out of the experience. Yeah, there are some cool cosmetics in the game, but there's a lot of bad looking ones that look like visual slop. How am I supposed to take this game seriously when I see a Spartan wearing an upside down taco on their head? I know what the helmet is trying to look like, but it looks dumb. And then we have Halo taking the time to virtue signal and put cosmetics in the game to support Pride Month or Women's Month. Ah, yes, we love Pride Month. Also, download our game and maybe spend a couple bucks in the shop if you don't mind. It just seems like the game is trying to appeal to some kind of broader audience here. The point is that 343 is going out of their way to make Halo feel ridiculous, but Fortnite is already ridiculous, so adding Hank Hill, Bob's Burgers, etc., adding Palpatine and seeing them packing some heat wearing a pair of sneakers while hiding in a bush trying to get that #1 victory royale. This is funny to me in a non-depressing way. I can handle a stormtrooper doing funny dances with the copy ninja Kakashi Hatake from Naruto. I can handle Fortnite putting all these collabs in the shop for ridiculous amounts of money. I'm not gonna buy it. Granted, they do sometimes give you some free stuff. I did get the Stormtrooper outfit for just logging in during the Star Wars event. This is what Fortnite is. This is the vibe. This is something I can accept and even find some enjoyment in the absurdity. What I can't accept is Halo Infinite trying to prey on my nostalgia of Halo 3 to get me to pay $20 to $30 for cosmetics that used to be earnable in a older yet better Halo game, that being Halo 3. Instead of adding the original Halo 3 shotgun, they made the Bulldog, a weapon no one likes in Halo, look like the shotgun I wanted, and sold it as a skin in the shop. Like, dude, what? This game freaking sucks. I feel like I'm getting slapped in the face over here. I'd rather play Fortnite instead, because it's a much better game. That's the broader point I'm trying to make. This game has better battle passes, arguably better monetization, better XP gains since they do have a variety of different quests you can do. You get a good amount of experience for playing anything in Fortnite. I would much rather play this game, and I'm practicing what I preach. I'm literally playing it right now. Alright, well, it's time to switch gears. I'm supposed to talk about the gameplay since I mostly talked about the monetization and the cosmetics. I could sit here and break down every bit of how this game functions, or I could just tell you it's a battle royale, dude. You drop in, you find shit, you hide from the other players, and shoot them in the back when they're not ready, and you pray you're not the guy who gets third-partied, alright? And I happen to be that guy many times. I know Fortnite has many different modes, like Lego Odyssey, which is kind of like Minecraft. Ignore the UI, by the way, it's freaking terrible. But let's not beat around the bush here. Fortnite is primarily a battle royale. It's the most played mode in the game. And this is where I subvert your expectations by saying I'm not a big fan of the battle royale games. I really don't like the genre. So why am I playing it? Well, I learned recently that it's pretty fun with friends, and I actually did enjoy the Star Wars event, which is not the current event as a reminder. For the record, I played zero build mode because I hate build mode, because fuck these 12-year-olds who build skyscrapers every time they get shot once. It's one of the main things keeping me away from the game, okay? Anyway, I like that they had blasters, lightsabers, AI Darth Vader, pilotable X-Wings, and TIE fighters that were broken as hell. It was pretty cool to see that, especially when they added a usable Star Destroyer a player could control and bombard the map. I was having a lot of fun with it, even when I played solo from time to time. I really don't know how else to explain it, man. If I had to choose between two of these live service games I'd prefer to play when I get home from work, it has to be Fortnite. You'd think I, as the Halo fan, would choose Halo Infinite, especially when they have a Halo 3 inspired event going on. I tried it out. I streamed the event, but I was losing my mind. I felt like my brain was rotting out. I kept telling myself, why the hell am I here? All they really did was just add 2 playlists with a bunch of Forge-made maps that the developers did not make, while trying to wear the peeled skin of Halo 3's face, a battle pass with 1 armor set that I'd have to play hours and hours just to get, a bunch of exchange cosmetics I don't care about that bloats the hell out of every battle pass they release. A good Halo 3 event to me is adding maybe the Spartan laser, you know, a weapon from Halo 3. Instead of a no sprint legacy playlist for 4 vs 4, maybe you add a no sprint legacy playlist for big team battle and add a bunch of BTB Halo 3 maps like Sand Trap. Maybe add a vehicle like the Hornet or the Gauss Hog. You add a much better battle pass where you put many of those Halo 3 cosmetics that you put in the freaking shop, but instead you put it in the battle pass. You see, now this sounds like an event. I might actually give you some money if you did something like that, especially when I don't really like the sprinting in Halo Infinite or just Halo in general. But no, that's not what happened. We got the bare minimum where the majority of the work was done by the fans. The game just feels soulless to me. I don't have any goals or drive to play it in my spare time. I don't think it's fatigue when I play the game once a month. There are just better games to play. Like Fortnite. Apparently. So, yeah. Fortnite is just a better game, better events, has actual support behind it. Was this an advertisement? Am I trying to encourage people to play Fortnite? I mean, I'm not trying to, that's not the intent, but I guess so. I think because I have all this animosity towards Halo, it certainly helps me enjoy other things like Fortnite much more than I would have, and this goes for other games I have played as well. Whenever I play different multiplayer games and they let me just pick the colors I want, I can't help but just think about how modern Halo doesn't even let me do that anymore. But yeah, Fortnite, it's insane. The number of intellectual properties that have been assimilated into the Fortnite universe. You know, when you're like me who hasn't touched Fortnite in years, it's a bit mind-blowing. We're not just talking about games and movies, we're talking about singers, shoe brands, cars, and more. It's why no one should try to compete against this shit, as in like try to be like Fortnite. You got no chance, man, okay? Don't even try. The only thing that can kill Fortnite is if humans collectively stop creating things or just stop existing. Just do your own thing and appeal to your own audience of fans, not a different one. Looks at Halo. I guess the only thing left for me to figure out now is, do I stay subbed to Fortnite Crew? I'm not really a fan of Fortnite's OC content besides maybe a handful of skins and emotes, and I kind of like the idea of knowing I only spent $12 on this game and got rewarded with so many different things, while I spent $20 on Halo Infinite and I still feel like I got scammed. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna keep an eye on Halo. I'll still stream it once a month for shits and giggles, but my god, do I feel like it's a good idea to just put Halo on ice until something meaningful happens with it. Thank you to anyone who somehow managed to sit through this entire video. I assume that means you liked it, or at least I hope so. Apparently, I've been advised to say, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, but I ain't gonna do that. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go book an appointment with a therapist.